You'd make a good gladiator. I can tell.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Boys doing y'all like my brothers too, man.
Yeah, bro, appreciate that because you know what I'm saying we've been seeing you doing your thing lately a lot. Like I said, if we want to just go backtrack it, going from the Denzel Washington interview, man, how was that interview and that caliber of legend? I know you've been interviewing a lot of legends, but that he's
Yeah, not him though. You know what I'm saying? It was dope, bruh, because it's like, it's fucking Denzel. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up watching him. Um, and it's crazy because I didn't even tell my mama I was doing it, but it went around so many people. She ended up hitting me and she found out that I did it. You know what I mean? Like she ended up seeing it too. And it's just being able to talk to dude is kind of like a full circle moment, man. Because I grew up watching him, and it was just it was just dope. It was like a little 5 minute conversation. But after I did it, my homie called me. He was like, "You be talking to people I'm probably never gonna see in my life, and you be talking to people like all the time, So I kind of take that in consideration, man. That shit a blessing, bro. For real, man.
yeah, yeah. Because I know you were working in a different field. How did you get into writing, and how did you get in with Essence?
So a lot of people don't know, but I was working my court job, during Essence at the same time for
Okay.
like 8 years, bro. But
Right.
I say all that to say, so some of y'all on the show know, like my daddy was an attorney and a judge, so like
Mm-hmm.
my original, you know, trajectory was I wanted to go to law school. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I went to school for that. I did political science and history as like my major. And when I started interning at like a bunch of law firms and stuff, I seen a lot of young lawyers like they had a lot of money, but they wasn't really happy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's why if you notice, I don't know how many lawyers you know, but a lot of them niggas is ass because they don't really love what they do. You gotta love doing that law shit because that's like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, damn, that's why these niggas trash. So I end up when I graduated Hampton, I moved back down to New Orleans, and I was, doing like some law clerkship for maybe like 2 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked music and I liked writing. You dig? So it's crazy. I actually wanted to the nigga Alex McConnell, he had a radio show
Oh, yeah,
We remember.
yeah. McCon,
back in
do
the
it.
day. So I hit him up, you know what I'm saying? I hit him up like, yo, Al, you got I wanna get involved with this shit, you know what I'm saying? Can you fuck with me? He was like, well, I ain't got no spot for you doing nothing like that, but I got a friend named, Ali B, DJ Ali B, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He
Shout out
referred me.
Alec B. Yeah.
That's how we got cool. Like she really the one that put me on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like she really, she started sending me to events. She, I was running the day to day for the website that she had, so I got to really get my bylines up and write and like meet people. You know what I'm saying? We used to go to South by Southwest and A3C and shit like that. So
Yeah.
she really put me on. And I started writing with her originally, and then when I moved to Atlanta, um, I started doing event writing for the Essence Festival. You know what I'm saying? So I would come back to New Orleans for the fest. I would write, and then I would go back to Atlanta and everything like that. So that's how it kind of started. And the editor that I was doing it with, she really liked my work, so
Mm.
they brought me on full time after a little while. And that's where I'm at here.
Speaking about the writing tip,
Hmm.
what was your original rap name?
My original rap name, fuck. I remember King Okla. I think King Okla, bruh.
Yeah, and I bring that up just to say the writing raps. Does that help you kind of transition into writing that you do now? Like, is it a form of storytelling or that you did when you were writing your raps? Does it like kind of convey to the writing that you do now?
I don't really think it's the same. I think the creative aspect is,
Mm-hmm.
like knowing how to put words together. I think those two translate, but I don't really. It's not, because you don't have to necessarily, rhyme and stuff like that. So it's two different skill sets. But I think the creative aspect, and depending on what type of rapper you was, if you was like a storyteller, like a Nas, Slick Rick,
Mm-hmm.
like that, then it could translate. But yeah, I actually never thought like that's a good question. I never attributed the rap shit to the writing shit, you know what I'm saying? But I think just the creative aspect of being able to come up with a story too, because a lot of times I'm interviewing people, I'm telling other people's stories too. You know what I'm saying? So it's you gotta kind of, I guess take the aspect, but yeah, but I think it's two different skill sets. Like I never really attributed to, like it's the same qualities and all that stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. Because I always ask that question in the room. Like Joe's a
Yeah.
pretty good writer. Like I
Thank you.
dibble and dabble, and we all are, former rappers and stuff like that. So I always want to ask you that. You got questions for him, Joe?
Yeah, I actually do got a few questions. It's more along the lines of, New Orleans, because we are basically a New Orleans based podcast, but it's related to things that I think you could talk about. Oh, and sorry for the video complications. We just getting used to this stuff.
you good?
Yeah, yeah. As long as you can hear us, that's all we need.
He professional.
Yeah, yeah. So it's about the purple, dog. So we're gonna go ahead and change our lighting.
changed the
You
lighting to
probably
purple
can't even
in here.
see it right now. But anyway, how did, if at all, how did St. Aug help you with tools and equip you with tools to become a black professional in today's, landscape?
I think, being around a bunch of like black people all the time. A lot of times, like when you from black cities and stuff, you kind of take that shit for granted.
Yep. Facts.
But then when you like go around other, other locations, other neighborhoods, other schools, stuff like that, and it's a whole bunch of people that don't look like you. They might not rock with you like that. They're not trying to, see you do good and everything. Y'all have different stories. Y'all can't relate to each other. And I think that in, writing for like a black publication, you know what I'm saying, too. I think being at St. Aug really did help too. And then too,
Hampton.
but I tell people too, like I got a different relationship with Essence than everybody else I work with because I'm from New Orleans. So like the whole
Yeah, exactly.
and stuff like that, like they don't really like, black people grew up with Essence, but when you're from New Orleans, you got a different relationship with it too. You know what I'm saying? So that's a full circle shit too. And then like you were saying, Dre, like Hampton too. That's what really kind of opened up my viewpoint about my perspective and stuff. Because I remember when I was growing up, if I was away from New Orleans for longer than like a week, I used to get homesick, bro. Like I used to be like when I went to college, it kind of got me out of that, and it really made me want to broaden my horizons and like do other things too. Because if it was up to me, I'd have been right at like Xavier, UNO, or something like that. My mama was the one that made me leave, and that shit changed my life when I was able to get out of state. You know what I'm saying? Like change my perspective, and that's why that I do the things I do now because I understand when you see more, you want more. How the quote go? You know what I'm saying? It's a big ass world, so that's why I like traveling more. But had I not left the city, I probably was, and no disrespect to people that still be there, because I feel like I'm gonna probably move back like when I get old and have my family and stuff. Because somebody knows that always call us back.
Yep. Tell me about it. I just got back from Hawaii.
And bitch, I'm mad you left too, bro. I was supposed to come. When I seen you on the show, I'm like, man, I hope this nigga just visiting.
We still could go. I got connects though. I know good people out there now.
My man. So but St. Aug definitely prepared me too, because I gained like a more love and respect for us too, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm around us all the time. So
nice.
Yeah. So what were some of your musical influences growing up? As a kid, what led you into wanting to, write about culture and everything that's involved in it?
Man, it's so crazy, bro, because it's like I don't know what it was though, but even when I was, I mean, shit, I was always I gravitated toward like East Coast music outside Louisiana too. Like I love my No Limit, Cash Money, Big Bro, but it's like I used to listen to Cannabis a long time. I mean, he ain't from the East Coast. I used to listen to Cannabis a lot, Dipset, of course, Nas, Big L.
Big L, like ass beef is like nothing but head Big L.
Yes, sir. And I don't know what. I just always kind of like that type of music, man. Like I like even to this day, like I like lyricists. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Griselda fan still to this day. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I always like lyricists, and I think just that. I think who I listen to Like I was a big Elliot Wilson fan back in the day too. He used to write for the Source and everything too. He was the one that really put the whole music writing shit in my head. Was, you know, like, oh shit, people actually write about. You don't have to necessarily rap to
Right.
be in hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? There are other things that you can do. You know, well not just rap. I mean, music wise though, you can do other things too. And it's just I used to read like the album reviews and Double XL a lot, and the Source, and Vibe a lot too and everything. And I just thought that was cool, man, to be able to, you know, it was almost like a sportscaster. You know, we all love sports too. You
Yep.
get to, you know, you
Sports.
might not be good enough to play it or too old to play it, but you can still, you know, immerse yourself in it. So that it was like those things that really started me with the music right now. But I just didn't think I could do it at the time because it's like, you know, you see people in magazines doing it, but that's not like you know, you're supposed to go to school, go to college, get your job, right, picket fence, all that stupid shit that they teach us. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, once I got a little older and, you know, going back to the Alibi thing, I could see like, okay, I have an avenue to really do this. I might not, you know, be getting paid for it now, but I could, you know, if I work hard enough, I'll probably be able to do something with it though. But it was, you know, just those early magazines, you know, reading them. That's what got me into like music and culture writing and stuff like that.
So speaking about music, um, I told the guys, I said Kendrick is having like the 2015 Steph Curry year, the unanimous MVP year.
So,
Like I feel like what he did with the battle and the late release of this album after the Grammys was just amazing. Amazing rollout, amazing writing, all in between that. How do you feel about the landscape of music? I know that's a general last question, but how do you feel about the landscape of music? And it feels like it's been a cultural shift, going, you know, because Drake has held it down for 15 years. You know, it's been melodic. Now it's been shifted a little bit to go toward more back towards the lyricism.
see, but and I think that's a good question too, bro. Because I actually was thinking about this the other day, man. But you gotta think, regardless of where rap go to, the people that's at the top was always lyricists though. You know what I'm saying? You could go, you know, because even, you know, people say what they want about Drake too. When Drake rap, he could spit. You know what I'm saying? But you got, you know, Kendrick and Cole, and then, you know, like Hove was kind of always there. You know, you had like X had his run and everything like that. Is, you know, even like, you know, I even people don't, I think Tip is underrated too. You know what I'm saying? He had his little moment, and he a lyricist. Like I think lyricism was always at the top, but I think just the majority is like some, you know, some other shit sometimes. But I just think that where rap is now, um it's a lot of places where it can go because with the internet too. Okay, the only thing I can say is with the internet, a lot of regions don't have their sound no more. You know what I mean? Sounds are
Yeah.
kind of blending together. So, you know, like I think that's why the West Coast is having a moment right now too, because when you think of West Coast still has its sound. New York music, they got like drill, they got trap shit, they got, you know, New York music is not really a thing no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
when you hear a New York sound, what is that now? You
It's
know
a
what I'm
producer
saying?
from London.
Yeah, you know, I think just with the way the climate is now, man. Like I like where rap is too because um with it being the whole digital streaming era, like a lot of people can get in the game, so that's a bad thing. But a lot of people can get in the game, which is a good thing too. A lot of times back in the day when you might be super talented, but you might not be able to get a deal, people won't be able to hear you. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
not where, you know, being able to upload your own music and stuff like that. You know, people will hear you. But going back to what I said, it's also a bad thing because anybody could put their music online too, and they, you know, they probably not that good either. You know what I'm saying? So um I like where the music industry is going to. Even like I be listening to a lot of R&B, man. Like, you know, like a lot of R&B people have rap influences too. You know what I'm saying? Going back to how everything is kind of blended and stuff like that. So I think it's a real creative time right now. I don't know what's gonna happen with Drake too, because he crashing out on some stupid shit now. So I don't know what's up with him now. But Me
Being real light skin right now, dog.
I was never the biggest Drake fan anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like he was, he was talented, but I was never, I was always I was a Cole fan. He was number one to me
Yep.
until, and then it was Kendrick, and then Drake. But now I got to put Kenny first, and then, because I really that whole Cole shit, that shit disappointed me, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. So
Yeah. So so wrap it. We're gonna wrap it up a little bit.
Few
So
more-
what would be your top 5 rappers right now?
right now,
Yeah.
Right now.
that's good. Right now, shit.
Dre L's.
You say what?
Dre L's.
Shit, I ain't rapping in about 15 years, brother.
Dre was nice though. You know what I'm saying? Dre was nice though.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you who I listen to the most.
Right. That's a better question.
Yeah, that's a way better question.
Conway, like Conway, probably my number one right now. It's a rapper from St. Louis. His name's Smino. I put him up there. Jid, he probably like my number 3. He ain't put out nothing in a little while, but I would put Hove up there still too. Like I listen to him a lot still though.
Which album? Reasonable Doubt? That's the one I always find myself listening to for some reason.
Nah, I like Blueprint Kingdom Come, man.
I'm an American Gangster person myself. Like that's Slick Side. That was a good one.
Yeah, but I'm a Blueprint dude though. And then Nas, like of course Nas, he always, because especially his past couple of years too. I told people Nas only Achilles heel was he couldn't pick big beats, and now when he could get with Hit Boy, he got Grammys, and people really understand how nice this dude really is. So probably Nas, so those are my 5 I listen to the most right now.
I was about to say, if you didn't say Nas as much as you said Nas in high school,
Yeah, for real.
He to me it's just he's my favorite rapper of all time.
yeah.
Easily, you know what I'm saying?
That
But
is,
again,
nobody can dispute that being somebody's number one. Like if somebody said, Bubba Sparks is my favorite rapper, people will have, issue with that because he don't have no hits. And
Well, not his family.
Yeah, I guess it's all subjective,
His
right?
his brother probably loved Bubba.
Right, but his favorite. But I'm saying nobody will ever dispute you that. Oh, well, Pac, Nas your favorite rapper because like Nas has a body of work that's undisputable.
Yeah, especially like Oak was referring to, like these last 5 to 6 years where he's been on this run with Hit Boy. It's been ridiculous.
Yeah, still Nas. He is still Nas. Jay stopped rapping altogether, but Nas is still Nas.
let me ask y'all a question real quick though, man. What y'all what's y'all plan or y'all main goal for the podcast for the next year or so, man? What y'all trying to do with it?
Well, it's not speaking for everybody, but I think, personally, my goal is to stay true to what we started with, is just talking about the stuff we want to talk about and enjoying our company of my peers. Because a lot of people are lacking community today. I think the podcast was a way to introduce that for me, and that's where it started. And from there, everything branched off. But for the next year, it's growth in audience-wise, and also interviews. We want to introduce film onto the website and do interviews in a very, very artsy way. You know what I'm saying? Like very cultured.
And for me, I just want to pop my shit professionally.
Yeah,
And just what I'm saying, like, and really introduce like a side that I really can show the world, and I really can use my words to be productive. I have strong points. You know what I'm saying? I have a strong team of people with me, and I just feel like Studio 54 is just gonna be one of these mainstays from New Orleans that'll be global.
I think that is very, very possible. We just gotta be consistent and keep having, high caliber interviews like Okla Jones on and shit.
Because like Nipsey always used to say, man, that whole failure shit happened when you stop. As long as you keep going, man, you're gonna reach your goal eventually, bro. So y'all keep this up, man. Like I fuck with it, bro. I do.
Man, I appreciate your time. You know what I'm saying?
How we find you, Oak? If somebody want to check out your interviews, I know you're on Essence, but specifically how we get to yours.
I'm Cool Hand Oak, everything. All socials, Cool Hand Oak. And I know this shit about to sound cocky, but you could just Google Okla Jones and
Google me, bitch.
I'm rich, bitch.
You know, because ain't too many niggas named Okla. You know, so it's
Mm-hmm.
Okla Jones. You'll find.
You're a third though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's at least 3.
Walking around, nigga. Walking around.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That was a great conversation. It was great catching up with you.
Absolutely.
I got a funny story about what happened why we didn't get in to Essence Sunday.
Oh, you
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that off pod. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your time, dog. This was Studio 54. Dre L's, Kasso, Muggy on the couch, and our special guest, Okla Jones.
Much love, Hope.
Thank y'all.
Love you, bro.
So,
Can you fight? Can you fight? You good with your hands?
I'm good.
I can tell.
I think I'm okay.
Take
I
one to
think
know
I'm
what.
okay.
Okay. You left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right-handed.
Now, I was watching the way you move. I was like, okay, he might be southpaw. He was pretty good with it.
Nah, my mother's a
left?
lefty. She's a lefty. Yeah, my mother's a lefty, but I'm not good with my left hand though. You know, I'm more of a righty. You know,
Okay.
So.
You good with your right, though?
Great with the right.
There you go.
Studio 54.